తీసుకోవాలి, పరిష్కరించాలి. ప్రశ్న వేస్తున్నా, మీరు ఆ రాష్ట్రం నుంచి ప్రాతినిధ్యం వహిస్తున్నారు కదా, మీకు బాధ్యత లేదా?
Shifan said, damn, thanks for the girl luck. I know QC is good, but is King better than QC? So I don't know why they subbed out King, but for whatever reason they did, and it's working. Like, can't argue against that. The Nova team knows better than anyone else what works best for their team. So they put QC in instead of King, and they're doing good. So there you go. You are doing the best in the West. You will be selected. I hope so. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Couldn't have said that better.
And so like it helps, by the way, chat. Like today I'm not gonna be doing PMGC West, and I'm not telling you guys to do this on stream. But if you guys were like, where is Zute? We like Zute as analyst. If you guys like say that a lot in the chat, and maybe, you know, the people that are in charge of selecting talents are watching and they see that, they'll be like, looks like a lot of people like Zute. Maybe we should get him as analyst for PMGC Grand Finals. So I'm not telling you guys to do that or spam that, but it does help a lot, you know. That
తర్వాత అందరూ చాలా ఉత్సాహంగా ఎదురు చూస్తున్నారు. రాధే శ్యామ్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది, ఈవెంట్స్ ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతాయి, ఎప్పుడు మనం ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు అని. అండ్ దిస్ నేషనల్
నెక్స్ట్ రెడీ చేయి మనీష్ ని.
video record by ready.
अरे टाइप नहीं हुआ.
बस स्ट्रीम कर रही है. चलो वो टूर्नामेंट में हर चीज टूर्नामेंट
पाइप के ऑटो एयर मार करना.
Shifan is in lockdown. They are playing from their base.
Shifan, next year we need both Nova China and Nova North America to play PMGC. I will try my best. Guys. I will try my best.
Lockdown.
What headphone do you use for PUBG? Because I'm using my PC when I'm hearing sound from PUBG Mobile. So I'm actually using the headset. It's the the drop and Sennheiser headphone. Let me see if I can show you guys. It looks like this. This kind of headphone.
And if I'm being honest, I've always been a person.
ये तो 50-50 है.
अपने जाएंगे इधर तक, कोचिंग के बाहर जाएंगे पहले, वो फिर देखेंगे.
रेडी पे
डॉक्टर
Sean improves your health. What's that?
And whatnot. There's nothing wrong with that, but I've learned like you need both. It's good to have friends in real life. So random little life advice thing. If you guys are kind of similar like me, you know, it's harder for you to keep friends in real life for whatever reason. Maybe it's harder for you to talk to people in person, whatever the case may be. It's okay, but like try and get better at that, because it is important to have real life connections too.
How many games are able to close out, and I really love what Blank said in the previous.
Let's spam this, bro. Without Zute, PMGC West stream is boring. Okay, but So random little life advice thing.
Rivals and Jensen Dogma, I think, are the two of
If
the-
you guys are kind of similar like me, you know, it's harder for you to keep friends in real life for whatever reason. Maybe it's harder for you to talk to people in person, whatever the case. My academic qualification, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in marketing at the University of Houston. The University of Houston is considered a good school. It's not like top tier. It's like a little. I think the University of Houston, the school I graduated from, is like a little above average. It's like a. It's definitely not like top tier. It's like an okay school.
లోనే చేస్తున్నారు ఫైనల్లీ వచ్చేస్తుంది మన దగ్గరికి ఇది ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి సందడి మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం
去转移的一个先机。那可以发现，现在 NV 的几名选手们是比较坚决的贯彻之前他们在国际赛
Come on, don't be laggy.
比较严格的贯彻了之前他们在国际赛里所打下的一个经验。
Do you think QC is better for the team than King? It looks like QC performs better than King. With like QC's like this 2 days performance. And they're holding 2-2. I guess they'll keep holding the 2-2 split.
相应来说吧，这个身形虽然来说看起来是一个比较正点的红心圆签，但实际上它南边的点位相对北边还是要更加的密集。为什么呢？你看北边什么位置
So the caster was saying for this kind of circle, you don't really wanna, hold the south side. Why is that? Because if you look at the map, the south side have lots of compounds you can play with. Both in one of the compound, right? But look at the north, like, and but you do have some like dips in the dips there can play, but like getting some compound at north is actually really beneficial.
加剧了由地形所导致的防区密度带来圈形上强弱测定的结果。这边相信选手们在场上也会有一个诸如此类的判断，而也是得益于刚才这个圈形的刷新啊。
If Chelsea replaced QC or King Nova would be unstoppable. If they can get the chemistry for sure, but you never know. Did you retire? No, I'm not retiring.
就其实有一点点危险啊，你毕竟山顶上那是另一队 STE 但是
ST is holding the top side above them. Not a single player die.
刚好利用一个车上蹲伏的角度卡着一个围墙的缝隙。
Because for a team to work, not only like you.
Sorry, bro. Not adding.
Bro.
Something else that you should focus on, and not the fact you need an extra finger. Like Jonathan is thumbs, right? Jonathan is a thumbs player. He's one of the best close range players I've seen in India as far as performance goes, right?
But look how lack of readiness for that protection of the compound they were. If that had been the
Yeah, I cut the crap. You said it clear and loud. Money over fans. How did BTR not kill Action? I don't know. Action just literally drove in a circle and he did not die. Alright, on the real though, I don't know if you guys are joking or not. If you guys don't like the fact that I said I'd rather cast PMGC and get the money and get the opportunity than do a viewer party with you guys, if you guys are actually offended, I'm sorry, but that is the truth. You could unsubscribe from me. You could go somewhere else. Joking. Then, like, all I gotta say is I'm just being honest with you guys, and that's the whole point. If me being honest if my honesty or what I'm saying because I'm honest, you don't agree with or you don't like, then I'm not the person that you would like watching, and that's just that. Everyone's different. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, man, if I don't get to cast PMGC, I'll still be very happy because I could viewer party. Like, I'm gonna be sad that I didn't get to cast PMGC Grand Finals or be an analyst. And for sure, I would view a party. If I don't get the role, which it could happen. Like, I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to get the PMGC role as analyst. Okay, I'll be viewer partying here, 1000%. And I hope you guys are still here. And I hope what I said earlier doesn't make you guys not like me. But if you're not here, I'll be sad. I'll be double sad.
Inside this phase 3, so it kind of creates these borders where you have kind of the west, the east, the north, the south, which teams are less.
Obviously, we aren't Affinity. You're trying to make a living. No, man, we are joking. I know most of you are probably like joking. I'm a person that does not do well when if anyone's like upset at me, like, okay, this is me as a person in general, okay? If someone's upset at me or if someone is offended by me, I'm the type of person to not feel very comfortable about that, and I will try to like explain myself, and after I explain myself, if they still don't like me, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm sorry, this is just who I am, I'm sorry, and like, that's it. I'm not gonna like be super upset over it. But if someone is upset at me for whatever reason, I'm the type of person to want to make sure like they're not upset at me. That's just who I am as a person.
Take the time to pick off the fallen players. You're gonna get the res as well, and because of how it just open fields outside.
Interesting. All right, we're gonna get the next Swift. Zute, watching your stream with my colleagues. Yo, wait, you literally you were a member already. You became a member earlier already. Did you just extend your membership? Thank you though, again for the membership. Thank you, SG Shabam. I don't know if you heard it earlier, but I thanked you. I missed your first membership. I said thank you a lot and welcome to the Zoo Nation. You are officially now a citizen. I still don't know what to say for members, but you're more of a Zoo Nation person now than everyone else. Everyone in the chat is part of the Zoo Nation, but if you become a member, you're a higher level within the Zoo Nation.
Goes towards two of the players. They join up as a full squad, and honestly, they probably have the best position inside this circle.
Hold on, Fates, you're moving?
All the information on Nigma, all the information overall.
You're moving?
Look at the split by Infinity. Infinity will most.
बंदे
क्या लॉल
ठीक है
भगा, तेरे को भगाना पड़ेगा किल।
हम भी भगाए ना।
हाँ भगा मारेंगे।
चल स्ट्रेट भगा रहा हूँ। बंदे बहुत लो
एक बंदा दो लॉक। अरे
नहीं जाने देंगे
तुम्हारे पीछे भी होता क्या लॉल?
अरे हाँ बैठा हुआ था।
अरे
रुक जा तो मार देता। अबे अपन पता रुक के मार देते इनको इजी।
अरे नहीं, मेरे को राइट का आइडिया नहीं था। राइट का आइडिया नहीं था। मार्क कसम राइट का आइडिया दे दिया। आरआर वाले लौंडे कहाँ है? ये आरआर वाले लौंडे कहाँ है? कहाँ से? ये तो यही दिक्कत है अपने इसमें जो बच्चे आते हैं ना, ये दिक्कत है।
If you want to get a top 9, the points should be around 130 points.
Infinity 的一个周边。
Focused on China. What we're watching here, there's like 8 different other languages happening, and they have to feed this production to like 8 other teams of people. Whereas PEL, it's literally just one studio doing their one only thing. They don't have to worry about other regions or other languages. So PEL is able to be better because of that reason.
Reject up, not waiting it out. Going up against 4 rivals with Happy getting knocked.
Oh, dude. Good luck. Good luck, Fates. I hope you enjoy Europe.
So Reject will now have to probably rethink how they want to approach this.
Fate's about to clap everybody on 80 ping. Fates no longer has to be limited by his 150 ping, 200 ping. Fates is gonna have 80 ping and destroy everybody now. I'm no longer do I stand a chance against Fates in the AMG show lobbies.
That isn't even inside the circle. Why would you kind of take on that fight like that? To me,
VIP member of Zoo Nation, that still sound bad. Zoo citizens. I'll think of something. Zooty sexuals. I'm so behind in chat. Yeah.
But like Nova should watch close to Infinity. PP compound OP. I don't know why like Starlight called this compound PP compound. They're playing from the bootcamp, yes. While having a BDR, pressure probably got to them. Nice circle. Let's see how Infinity play this. Can Infinity still hold the edge? Or are they full sending? Okay, so Infinity still hold the edge. They can't get a chicken dinner with this ping, but they may get the chicken dinner with this compound. I know ping's bad, but like they may get the chicken dinner because of this compound. They will be in zone. They will be in zone and access circle. And they have to defend a 1 team. I don't think Infinity will get next to the zone, so Infinity's probably gonna have to fight them. Order is a look. Order is a like a really good spot. Look at the order, bro. Look at the team secret and Infinity at the same time. Okay, so yeah, the threat is getting taken out. Infinity is getting taken out. Who's that? Look at the Jimmy, bro. Jimmy's like so caring for order. SD guys, SD step. Alright. Not only they need to gatekeep Infinity, they have to fight a Galaxy. Come on, bro. Why so laggy? Yeah, this. I believe Galaxy. Oh, Purple can knock the desync. Oh, Galaxy.
Dude, Nova's fat chillin'. All Nova has to worry about is the Infinity team. Sute for life. I have a question to ask. Hold on, save your questions. If I missed your questions or if you said something, or ask me again, because I'm.
Are also kind of stopping them from.
That would be super good. That would be super good for him. There could be one of the chance, but Infinity still have a one guy playing late back.
嘎汤尼倒地 ，Freak 在面前还有自己倒地的队友，双方打得非常的残。而 Infinity 因为还要顾及我们的位置，在整体来说有点前后被包夹的趋势。Powerboy 收到分数，在这一个新的阶段里，我们虽然在圈型外部，但是也利用了自己的点位优势，拿到了到目前为止总共3个人头。
Powerboy getting all the kills. Where's Nova face cam? They don't have face cam. They don't have team cam and face cam today. Infinity's dead. Galaxy. Oh, actually, Jimmy play on the other side of the route. That's actually super good. Who's like doing the driving by? Is it Order? QC. Oh, be careful, Infinity though. Careful your back. Oh my god, Infinity's gonna get Order and QC. Oh. Damn, Nuzi got a nade. Nuzi naded the fuck out of them. Nuzi's dead. Oh no. That's why it's hard, like the kill feed. Because of the hidden kill feed, like it's hard to tell if the team is all dead or what. Bruh. Okay, Powerboy. Nice. Go there. Getting on vehicles, bro. Actually, they can play on the road side. They cleared their whole side. Ooh, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy potato a little bit. Jimmy potato that. Play on the road side. Oh my god, they can go so many kills. Go to the road side. Go to the road side. Chicken dinner. Yeah, they know two teams are fighting under them. If they play on the road side, free kills for them. Powerboy 7 kills again, bro. Powerboy 7 kills again. Don't just knock everyone. Powerboy farming, bro. This is like Powerboy's farming ground, bro. Powerboy saying like, welcome to my farm, guys. Welcome to my farm. Powerboy is like, welcome to my farm. Woo! Chicken, winner chicken dinner, bro. I'm so excited I said it wrong.
For him, the ball is shooting in his direction. Jimmy runs out of bullets and some, but will still be taken down. Forrest lost man standing to 1 versus 2. Diamond Gaming 10 eliminations. Forrest finished off at Nova. They've gone absolutely supernova and they get a very
Alright, I'm not impressed by Nova there. I mean, they were supposed to win and they won, so at least they didn't fuck up, but wow. That was the easiest game of Nova's life right there. That was the easiest win for Nova. Nova didn't even get crashed. That's the other thing. Nobody crashed them either, so it's not like they had to win a hard fight. Nova literally just chilled and chilled their way to a chicken dinner. But a win's a win. I mean, Nova's still a good team. It's not like they're a bad team. They got very with it, so no hate on Nova. But I'm just still like, wow, that's the easiest win I've ever seen for a team.
మీరు ఆ రాష్ట్రం నుంచి ప్రాతినిధ్యం వహిస్తున్నారు కదా, మీకు బాధ్యత లేదా? మీకు బాధ్యత ఉంటే ఇట్లేనా మీరు వివరించేది? మీ సహచార మంత్రిని మీ ప్రధానమంత్రి గారి దగ్గర పోయి మీరు మాట్లాడి ఒప్పించి రైతాంగానికి సమస్య లేకుండా మేము ఉన్నామని భరోసా ఇవ్వడం మీ ధర్మం కాదా? ఒక్కనాడైనా పని చేయవే? ఉల్టా కేసీఆర్ను తిట్టడం, తెలంగాణను తిట్టడం, టీఆర్ఎస్ను తిట్టడం, టీఆర్ఎస్ ప్రభుత్వాన్ని తిట్టడం, ఇదేనా మీ డ్యూటీ? మేము అడుగుతున్న దాంట్లో ఏ ఒకటైనా చేయొచ్చు కదా, మీరు ఎందుకో చేయరు? అందువల్ల అయ్యా ఒక్క మాట, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇంతసేపు బతుకున్నది ఏంది రవీందర్ రెడ్డి గారు, గడువు పూర్తయింది అంటే ఆయనగా చెప్పిన గడువు, మేము పెట్టింది కాదు కదా. మా పని అయ్యేదాకా మాది ఏదో రూపంలో మేము అడుగుతూనే ఉంటాం, డిమాండ్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటాం. ఉంటామా ఉండమా అనేది కాదు విషయం. తెలంగాణ రైతాంగానికి సంబంధించిన అంశం కేంద్రం పట్టించుకోవాలి, పరిష్కరించాలి. వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారో చూద్దాం, దాన్ని బట్టి చెప్తాం. మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా స్పందిస్తారో దాన్ని బట్టి చెప్దాం. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఎంతసేపు చెప్పింది కేవలం వడ్ల గురించే కాదు, మొత్తం సమగ్రంగా వ్యవసాయానికి సంబంధించి చెప్పిన దాంట్లో వడ్లది ఒక అంశం, గంభీరమైన అంశం. చూద్దాం బ్రదర్. మేము కూడా స్వెటర్ తెచ్చుకున్నాం, జాకెట్లు తెచ్చుకున్నాం, స్వెటర్లు తెచ్చుకున్నాం. మేము కూడా భద్రంగానే ఉంటాం. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే ప్రతి క్షణాన్ని ఇక్కడ జరుగుతున్న పరిణామాల్ని కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వంలో ఉండే పెద్దలు కానీ ఆ ప్రభుత్వాన్ని నడిపే రాజకీయ పార్టీకి సంబంధించినటువంటి నాయకులు కానీ రాష్ట్ర నాయకులు కానీ అది ఏ మోతాదు వాళ్ళైనా క్షణక్షణం వాళ్ళ మాటల్ని వాళ్ళ ప్రకటనల్ని తెలంగాణ సమాజం తెలంగాణ రైతాంగం గమనిస్తున్నారు, ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. ఇంత చేసి అద్భుతంగా పంటలు వచ్చేటట్లు చేసి రాష్ట్రం దేశంలో గర్వంగా తలెత్తుకునేటట్టు చేసిన ఈ పరిస్థితులలో వీళ్ళకి నిజంగానే నిర్వహణ సామర్థ్యం లేక ఎట్లా చేస్తున్నారా లేకుంటే ఓర్వలేక చేస్తున్నా అనేది కూడా ప్రజలు ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. కానీ చూద్దాం ఏం జరుగుతుంది.
కేంద్రంలో అధికారంలో ఉన్న పార్టీ నేతలు చెప్తుంది ఏంటంటే తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం ఈ ప్రొక్యూర్మెంట్ డిలే చేయడం వల్ల ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్న పంట మొత్తం వెళ్ళిపోయింది. రైస్ మిల్లర్ల దగ్గర ఉన్న పంటను ఎఫ్సీకి ఇప్పించేందుకు తెలంగాణ మంత్రులు వచ్చినారు.
ఇప్పుడు అట్లా మాట్లాడేటువంటి వాళ్ళు మనుషులైనా కాదని నాకు అనుమానం. ఎవరినండి వాళ్ళు శంకించేది? ఎవరిని శంకిస్తారు వాళ్ళు? ఇంకొకటి మొదటి నుంచి చెప్తున్నాం, ప్రభుత్వం యొక్క పాత్ర, రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం యొక్క పాత్ర ఇందులో ఫెసిలిటేటర్ పాత్ర మాత్రమే, సూపర్వైజర్ రోల్ మాత్రమే. మా ప్రజల మీద ఉండే ఆపేక్ష కొద్ది మాకు వేగం చేస్తే, వాళ్ళకి డబ్బులు వేగంగా ఇచ్చేస్తే రైతులకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదని చెప్పి మేము ముందు డబ్బులు ఇస్తున్నాం రైతులకు. కేంద్రం ఇచ్చే కంటే మొదలు మేము ఇస్తున్నాం. అది తప్ప? మేము తప్పు చేసినట్లా? మా రైతులకు మేము ముందు డబ్బులు ఇస్తే. ఇంకోటి, కొనుగోళ్ల ప్రక్రియకు సంబంధించి ఆలస్యం చేయడానికి ఏముంటుంది? కొనుగోలు కేంద్రాలకు రైతులు వస్తూనే ఉంటారు, అవి ఆరినట్లు తూకం చేస్తుంటారో మిల్లకు పోతూనే ఉంటాయి.
ధాన్యం కొనుగోళ్లలో స్పష్టమైన విధానం ప్రకటించాలని కోరిన కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వ సహాయ నిరాకరణతో రైతులు ఇబ్బందులు పడుతున్నారని మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ ఆవేదన వ్యక్తం చేశారు. అన్నదాతలకు జాతీయ రైతు దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతూ మంత్రి ట్వీట్ చేశారు. ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ నేతృత్వంలో సాగులో రాష్ట్రం అద్వితీయ ప్రగతి సాధిస్తోందన్నారు. ఆహార ధాన్యాల ఉత్పత్తిలో రాష్ట్రం రికార్డులు తిరగరాసిందన్నారు. ధాన్యం కొనుగోలులో నిజాలు ఏమిటో తెలుసుకుందామంటూ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం చేపట్టిన చర్యలను వివరిస్తూ కేటీఆర్ ట్వీట్ చేశారు. రైతులను ఇబ్బంది పెట్టొద్దని కేంద్రానికి ఎన్నిసార్లు విజ్ఞప్తి చేశామన్నారు. అన్నదాతలు బాగుంటే రాష్ట్రం బాగుంటుందని, రాష్ట్రం బాగుంటే దేశం బాగుంటుందనేదే తమ విధానమని కేటీఆర్ స్పష్టం చేశారు.
ముఖ్యమంత్రి ఆశీస్సులు తీసుకున్న సోమేష్ కుమార్ అట మొక్కలే కాళ్ళు మొక్కు డైగొట్టాలిగా. తన పుట్టినరోజు సందర్భంగా ముఖ్యమంత్రి కె చంద్రశేఖరరావును ప్రగతి భవన్లో బుధవారం రోజు మర్యాదపూర్వకంగా కలిసి ఆశీస్సులు తీసుకున్నారు. తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ ప్రధాన కార్యదర్శి సోమేష్ కుమార్ ఈ సందర్భంగా కేసీఆర్ ఆయనకు శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలిపిండట.
నీకు నేను శుభాకాంక్షలు చెప్తే
నువ్వు నాకు చెప్పు. నువ్వు ఎంత పెద్ద మనిషి నీకు ఎరికైనా సోమేష్ కుమార్ చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ అంటే కనీసం నీ పదవి నువ్వు గుర్తుంచుకోలేకపోతా ఉన్నావు.
తేడా కొడుతున్నట్టే ఉంది. పరీక్షలు
తగిన
నిషేధాజ్ఞలు కావచ్చు, ఆంక్షలు కానీ విధిస్తూ వెళ్ళండి అంటూ చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తుంది. ఆ క్రమంలోనే ఢిల్లీ డిజాస్టర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అథారిటీ ఢిల్లీలో పెరిగిన కేసులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఒమిక్రాన్ వేరియంట్ కేసులు దేశవ్యాప్తంగా నమోదైన వాటిలో అన్ని రాష్ట్రాల్లో కంటే అత్యధికంగా ఢిల్లీలోనే ఉన్నాయి. 57 ఒమిక్రాన్ కేసులు ఇప్పటి వరకు ఉన్న లెక్కల ప్రకారం చూస్తే 57 ఒమిక్రాన్ కేసులు ఒక్క ఢిల్లీ నగరంలోనే ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి
मॉनिटर को मेरा उस मॉनिटर पे लाने दो.
एंटर तो नहीं है.
कौन खेल रहा? Let's. Me and I love it.
Lenscard.com. जीने मेरा दिल लुटे.
राम सर वेट सर थोड़ा सा आगे आ जाइए ना.
थोड़ा आगे ऐसा थोड़ा आगे.
चलो हाँ भाई नेक्स्ट टाइम चलो अंदर ही जाते हैं. राइट से फोटो चाहिए मुझे. सर सेंटर जाफर जाफर सर अगर पहुंच It's possible. गाड़ी के आगे. Yes, राम सर. माय में आगे आ जाओ. आगे आइए ना, नहीं मिल रहा है. आले मैम.
తెలంగాణలో ఉద్యోగుల కేటాయింపు ప్రక్రియ పూర్తయ్యాక సాధారణ బదిలీలు కూడా జరిగే అవకాశం కనిపిస్తోంది. ఇందుకు సంబంధించి వివిధ అంశాలను పరిశీలిస్తున్న ప్రభుత్వం సీఎం కేసీఆర్ ఆమోదంతో మార్గదర్శకాలు ప్రకటించనుంది. ఆ తర్వాత కొత్త నియామకాల ప్రక్రియను ప్రారంభించనున్నారు. ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగుల బదిలీలకు రంగం సిద్ధమవుతోంది. కొత్త జోనల్ విధానానికి అనుగుణంగా ఉద్యోగుల విభజన, కేటాయింపు ప్రక్రియ పూర్తయిన వెంటనే సాధారణ బదిలీలు చేపట్టే అవకాశాలు స్పష్టంగా కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. ఈ దిశగా రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం కసరత్తు చేస్తోంది. కేటాయింపుల ప్రక్రియకు కొనసాగింపుగానే బదిలీల ప్రక్రియ కూడా చేపట్టాలని ఉద్యోగ సంఘాలు ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ ను కోరాయి. సీఎం కూడా వారి విజ్ఞప్తిపై సానుకూలంగానే స్పందించినట్లు సమాచారం. ముఖ్యమంత్రి ఆదేశాల మేరకు ఉన్నతాధికారులు బదిలీల అంశంపై కసరత్తు చేస్తున్నట్లు తెలిసింది. ప్రస్తుత ప్రక్రియకు కొనసాగింపుగానే బదిలీలు కూడా చేపట్టాలన్న అంశంపై సమాలోచనలు జరుపుతున్నారు. ఇందుకు సంబంధించి వివిధ అంశాలను పరిగణలోకి తీసుకుని ప్రతిపాదనలు సిద్ధం చేసినట్లు తెలిసింది. ఉన్నతాధికారులు ఉద్యోగ సంఘాలతో చర్చించిన అనంతరం ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ నిర్ణయం వెలువరించనున్నారు. ఆ నిర్ణయానికి అనుగుణంగా ఉద్యోగుల బదిలీల కోసం మార్గదర్శకాలను ప్రభుత్వం ప్రకటించనుంది. పూర్తి చేసి ఆ తర్వాత అప్పీళ్లు ప్రభుత్వం ప్రకటించనుంది. కొత్త సంవత్సరం లోపు కేటాయింపుల ప్రక్రియను పూర్తి చేసి ఆ తర్వాత అప్పీళ్లు, దంపతుల అంశాలను పరిష్కరించనున్నారు. ఇదే సమయంలోనే ప్రత్యేక కేటగిరీల వారి విజ్ఞప్తులను కూడా పూర్తి చేసే అవకాశం ఉంది. ఆ తర్వాత బదిలీల ప్రక్రియను చేపట్టే అవకాశం కనిపిస్తోంది. పరిస్థితులను బట్టి అవసరమైతే కొన్ని సూపర్ న్యూమరరీ పోస్టులకు కూడా ప్రభుత్వం అనుమతి ఇచ్చే అవకాశం ఉందని చెబుతున్నారు. ఇదంతా పూర్తయితే ఉద్యోగ ఖాళీలకు సంబంధించి ఖచ్చితమైన వివరాలతో పూర్తి స్పష్టత వస్తుందని అంటున్నారు. ఇప్పటి వరకు 70,000 వరకు ఖాళీలను గుర్తించినట్లు ప్రభుత్వ వర్గాలు చెబుతున్నాయి. ఈ ప్రక్రియ అంతా పూర్తయితే ఖాళీల సంఖ్య ఇంకా కొంతమేర పెరిగే అవకాశం ఉందని అంటున్నారు. సంక్రాంతి తర్వాత ఉద్యోగ ఖాళీల భర్తీ ప్రక్రియ ప్రారంభమయ్యే అవకాశం కనిపిస్తోంది.
రాష్ట్ర మంత్రులు, టీఆర్ఎస్ ఎంపీలు వారం రోజులుగా ఢిల్లీలోనే మకాం పెట్టారు. వానాకాలం పంట పూర్తిగా కొంటామని కేంద్రం రాసిస్తేనే హైదరాబాద్ తిరిగి వెళ్తామని డిమాండ్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. వానాకాలం పంట కొనుగోలుపై కేంద్ర మంత్రి పీయూష్ గోయల్ లోక్సభలో మాట్లాడారు. ప్రెస్ మీట్ లోనూ స్పష్టం చేశారు. ఎంత పంట అయినా కొంటామని చెప్తున్నా డ్రామాలేంటని రాష్ట్ర మంత్రుల ముఖం మీదే చెప్పేశారు. అయినా రాసివ్వాల్సిందే అని ఢిల్లీలో కాచు కూర్చున్నారు. పార్లమెంట్ సమావేశాలు ముగిశాయి. ఢిల్లీలో ఎవరిని కలవాలో తెలియదు, ఏం చేయాలో కూడా తెలియని సిచ్యువేషన్ లో రాష్ట్ర టీఆర్ఎస్ నేతలు ఉన్నట్టు తెలుస్తోంది. తాను చెప్పే వరకు ఢిల్లీ వదలొద్దని పార్టీ లీడర్లకు సీఎం కేసీఆర్ హుకుం జారీ చేసినట్టు సమాచారం. ఇంకోవైపు ఏ పంటపై మాట్లాడాలి అనే దానిపై గులాబీ లీడర్స్ లోనే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉందని తెలుస్తోంది.
నిన్నేమో హరీష్ వానాకాలం పంటపై రాసివ్వాలని డిమాండ్ చేస్తే వినోద్ కుమార్ మాత్రం చర్చ అంతా యాసంగి పంటే అని చెప్తూ ఉన్నారు. సో వానాకాలం పంటపై కేంద్ర మంత్రి లోక్సభలో చెప్తే సరిపోతుందని ఆ పార్టీ ఎల్పీ లీడర్ నామా మొదట్లో చెప్పారు. వానాకాలం పంట ప్రతి గింజ కొంటామని పదే పదే కేంద్రం చెప్తున్నా ఈ గందరగోళం ఏందన్న చర్చ కారు పార్టీలో జరుగుతున్నట్టు టాక్. పూర్తి డీటెయిల్స్ బ్యూరో చీఫ్ వెంకటరాజును అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. వెంకటరాజు, వానాకాలం పంట మొత్తం కొంటామని క్లారిటీ ఇచ్చినా కూడా కేంద్రం మంత్రులు ఢిల్లీలోనే ఉండటాన్ని ఎలా చూడాలి?
సౌమ్య, టీఆర్ఎస్ మంత్రులు ఎంపీలు ఈ వానాకాలం పంట కొనుగోలు చేయాలి, ఇది లిఖితపూర్వకంగా ఇవ్వాలంటూ కూడా ఆదివారం నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు దాదాపుగా 5 రోజుల నుంచి వాళ్ళు అక్కడే ఉన్నారు. ఈ సమస్యకు ఎక్కడ పులి స్టాప్ పెట్టాలి, ఎలా ముగించాలనేది కూడా టీఆర్ఎస్ నేతలకు అంతుచిక్కని ఒక సమస్యగా మారిందనేది మాత్రం టీఆర్ఎస్ లీడర్లు చెప్తున్నారు. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడేమో కేంద్రము రేపటి నుంచి వరుసగా సెలవులు, రేపు ఎల్లుండి, ఆ తర్వాత అంటే క్రిస్మస్ సెలవులు వరుసగా 3 రోజులు ఉన్నాయి. కేంద్రానికి సంబంధించిన అధికారులు కూడా ఎవరు లేరు, మంత్రులు కూడా ఎవరి పనులు వాళ్ళు బిజీగా ఉన్నారు. కానీ రాష్ట్రం నుంచి వెళ్ళిన మంత్రులు ఎంపీలందరూ కూడా అక్కడే ఉండండి, నేను చెప్పేంత వరకు మీరు అక్కడే ఉండాలి, నేను చెప్పిన తర్వాత రావాలి, ఏం చేయాలని కూడా నేనే చెప్తా, అప్పటి వరకు కూడా మీరు ఏం నేను చెప్పినట్టు మీరు ముందు పోండి, ఏం మాట్లాడాలో కూడా నేనే చెప్తానంటూ కూడా ప్రతిభవన్ నుంచి ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ మంత్రులకు చెప్పడం, వారు కూడా ఎప్పటికప్పుడు వాళ్ళ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ మార్చుకుంటూ వస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ముందుగా అన్నట్టు కూడా పీయూష్ గోయల్ మొన్న కలిసినప్పుడు లిఖితపూర్వకంగా హామీ ఇవ్వండి అంటూ కూడా మంత్రులు మేము అడిగాము, 2 రోజుల్లో మేము దానిపైన క్లారిటీ ఇస్తాను, దానిపై లిఖితపూర్వకంగా నేను రాసిస్తానన్నట్టు పీయూష్ గోయల్ చెప్పినట్టు మంత్రులు 3 రోజులుగా అదే విషయాన్ని పదే పదే చెప్తున్నారు. కొద్దిసేపటి క్రితం కూడా మంత్రులందరూ కలిసి పెట్టిన సమావేశంలో కూడా అగ్రికల్చర్ మంత్రి నిరంజన్ రెడ్డి కూడా మాకు 2 రోజుల్లో పీయూష్ గోయల్ రాసిస్తున్నాడు కాబట్టి వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నాము, ఇంకా వెయిట్ చేస్తామనేది కూడా ఆయన చెప్పారు. కానీ పీయూష్ గోయల్ మాత్రం మీడియాతో మాట్లాడినప్పుడు గతంలో ఖరీఫ్ సీజన్లో 60 లక్షల మెట్రిక్ టన్నుల వడ్లు కొంటాము, ఆ తర్వాత అధికంగా దిగుబడి వచ్చిన ఎఫ్సిఐ కొంటుంది అనేది కూడా ఆ రోజు రాసుకున్న ఒప్పందంలో ఉంది కాబట్టి దానిపై ప్రత్యేకంగా రాయించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదనేది కూడా ఆయన మీడియా సమావేశంలో చెప్పాడు. అదేవిధంగా మంత్రులు, రాష్ట్ర మంత్రులు, అదేవిధంగా ఎంపీల బృందము ఇచ్చిన హామీ ఏంటి కూడా పీయూష్ గోయల్ చెప్పలే. అంటే కేవలం మంత్రులు, రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించిన మంత్రులు, ఎంపీలే మాకు ఇలా హామీ ఇచ్చారు కాబట్టి మేము ఉన్నామని చెప్తున్నారు. కానీ ఇప్పటివరకు కూడా మనకున్న సమాచారం మేరకు కేంద్రం మొదటిసారి ఏదైతే ఒప్పందం చేసుకుందో ఒప్పందంలో భాగంగానే ముందుకు వెళ్తాం తప్ప ప్రత్యేకంగా తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వానికి రాయించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, రాసిచ్చి ఒప్పందాన్ని మార్చుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. కాబట్టి ముందుగా 60 లక్షల మెట్రిక్ టన్నుల్లో టార్గెట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది పూర్తయిన తర్వాత కూడా ఇంకా ఎక్కువ దిగుబడి వస్తే ఆ దిగుబడిని కూడా ఎఫ్సిఐ కొనుగోలు చేస్తుంది అనేది ఒప్పందం ఉంది కాబట్టి కొత్తగా రాయించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదనేది మాత్రం కేంద్రానికి సంబంధించిన అధికారులు చెప్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు దీంతో రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించిన మంత్రులు ఏం చేయాలి, ఎలా దీన్ని ముగించాలి, ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ కూడా కొంత మదన పడుతున్నట్టు కూడా టీఆర్ఎస్ వర్గాలు చెప్తున్నాయి. అంటే నిజానికి తాడో పేడో తేల్చుకుంటాం అంటూ కూడా మంత్రులందరినీ కూడా 5 రోజులు అక్కడే ఉంచారు. ఎవరైనా ఎంపీలు వ్యక్తిగత పనుల కోసం హైదరాబాద్కి వస్తే వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఫోన్ చేసి ఎందుకు వచ్చావంటూ సీరియస్ కావడంతో కూడా ఎంపీలు ఉన్న పలంగా ఈ రోజు కొంతమంది ఉదయం హడావుడిగా ఢిల్లీకి వెళ్ళారు. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, ఎటువంటి హామీ లేకుండా తిరిగి రాష్ట్రానికి వస్తే ఎటువంటి అపవాదం వస్తుంది, గల్లెగరేసుకొని పోయిన మంత్రులు ఎంపీలందరూ కూడా ఊరికనే వచ్చారు అనే ఒక రాజకీయ విమర్శలు వస్తాయి. కాబట్టి దీనికి ఎలా పులి స్టాప్ పెట్టాలనేది మాత్రం ప్రతిభవన్లో ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ ఆలోచన చేస్తున్నట్టు టీఆర్ఎస్ వర్గాల్లో ప్రస్తుతం చర్చ జరుగుతుంది. సౌమ్య,
వెంకటరాజు, మంత్రి హరీష్ రావు ఒక మాట మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, వినోద్ కుమార్ ఇంకో మాట మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, లోక్సభలో ఎంపీ నామా ఇంకో మాట మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. సో రకరకాల మాటలు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. వీళ్ళకే ఇంత కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటే అసలు ప్రజలకు ఏం క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది?
సౌమ్య, నిజంగా మీరు చెప్పింది నిజమే. ఎందుకంటే అసలు యుద్ధం దేని మీద చేస్తున్నాం, ఏ సమస్య మీద పోరాడుతున్నాం, కేంద్రం నుంచి ఏం డిమాండ్ అడుగుతున్నాం అనేది మంత్రుల మధ్య, టీఆర్ఎస్ లీడర్ల మధ్యన ఒక స్పష్టత లేదనేది మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే ఈరోజు ప్రెస్ మీట్లో అగ్రికల్చర్ మంత్రి నిరంజన్ రెడ్డి మాట్లాడుతూ బాయిల్డ్ రైస్ ఇక కథ కంచికే పోయింది, అది ముగిసిన చరిత్ర అని చెప్పారు. అంటే యాసంగిలో వడ్లు వేయము, అది కొనము అంటూ ఒప్పందం చేసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి ఆ విషయం లేదన్నాడు. కానీ నిన్న ప్రణాళిక బోర్డు వైస్ చైర్మన్గా ఉన్న వినోద్ కుమార్, మాజీ ఎంపీ వినోద్ కుమార్ ప్రతిభవన్కు అత్యంత సన్నిహితుడు, కేసీఆర్ తీసుకునే ప్రతి నిర్ణయంలో ఆయన కూడా పాత్ర ఉంటుంది అనేది కూడా టీఆర్ఎస్ వర్గాలు చెప్తుంటాయి. కాబట్టి వినోద్ మాత్రం అసలు మా పోరు అంతా కూడా యాసంగిలో వరి సంబంధించిన విషయంపైన, యాసంగి పంట విషయమైనట్టు ఆయన చెప్పారు. అంటే ప్రస్తుతం టీఆర్ఎస్ నేతల్లోనే ఒక స్పష్టత లేదు, దేని మీద మనం కేంద్రంలో అడుగుతున్నాం, దేని మీద యుద్ధం చేస్తున్నాం, దేని మీద ఆందోళన చేస్తున్నాం అనే విషయం టీఆర్ఎస్ లీడర్లో ఒక స్పష్టత లేదని మాత్రం కనబడుతుంది. అంటే లేని సమస్య మీదనే వీరు పోరాటం చేస్తున్నారు అంటూ రాజకీయ విమర్శలు ఏవైతే వస్తున్నాయో అదే నిజంగా ఉంది అనే చర్చ కూడా కొంతమంది టీఆర్ఎస్లో ఉంది. మొత్తానికి ఇప్పుడు తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలి, ఈ రోజు నుంచి ఏం చేయాలి మంత్రులు, ఎంపీలు అనేది విషయం కూడా వారికి కొంత నవ్వులాటలా ఉందనేది మాత్రం కొంతమంది మంత్రులు మనతో మాట్లాడుతున్నట్టు చెప్పారు. మేము దుప్పట్లు తీసుకెళ్ళాం, స్వెటర్లు తీసుకెళ్ళాం కాబట్టి ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ ఎన్ని రోజులు ఢిల్లీలో ఉండమంటే అన్ని రోజులు ఉంటాం, మాది ఏం సంబంధం ఉంటుంది, మాకు తుది నిర్ణయం అంటూ కూడా ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి వచ్చే ఆదేశాల మేరకే ఉంటుందనేది మాత్రం మంత్రులు కూడా కొంత సెటర్లు చేస్తూ మనతో మాట్లాడిన సందర్భాలు ఉన్నాయి సౌమ్య.
కానీ వెంకటరాజు మీరు అన్నట్టుగా 3 రోజులు హాలిడేసే ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ఎవరిని కలవాలో తెలీదు, ఏంటో క్లారిటీ కూడా తెలీదు. ఇవన్నీ క్లారిటీ లేని నేపథ్యంలో కూడా అక్కడే ఢిల్లీలోనే ఉండబోతున్నారా? ఇంకా
సౌమ్య, ప్రెస్ మీట్ అయిపోగానే కొంతమంది మంత్రులకు మనం ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ చెప్పారు, కేసీఆర్ బొమ్మన్నాడు, మేము వచ్చాము, కేసీఆర్ రమ్మన్నంత వరకు ఇక్కడ ఉంటాము, అప్పటి వరకు మా దగ్గర దుప్పట్లు ఉన్నాయి, స్వెట్టర్లు ఉన్నాయి, అవన్నీ కప్పుకొని ఉంటాము, ఇక్కడ బయటికి వెళ్ళాలంటే ఇబ్బందిగా ఉంది, రూమ్లో ఉండాలంటే ఇబ్బంది ఉంది, మాకు కొన్ని సమస్యలు ఉన్నాయి, ఆరోగ్యపరమైన సమస్యలు ఉన్నాయి, కొన్ని అలవాట్లు ఉన్నాయి, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇబ్బందిగా ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ చెప్పేంత వరకు మేము చెప్పిన ఆదేశాల మేరకే మేము ముందుకు వెళ్ళాల్సిన తప్ప సొంత ఆలోచన లేదు. కొంతమంది మంత్రులు అయితే అసలు మేము దేని మీద పోరాటం చేస్తున్నామో మాకే అంత చిక్కని సమస్య ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం చేసుకున్న ఒప్పందం మేరకు 60 లక్షల మెట్రిక్ టన్నులు, ఇంతకుముందు మనం చెప్పినట్టు 60 లక్షల మెట్రిక్ టన్నుల కంటే అధికంగా దిగుబడి వచ్చినా కొనడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నట్టు FCIతో ఆ రోజు జరిగిన ఒప్పందం ఉంది. మరి దీని రోజు ఇప్పుడేంటి సమస్య? ఇప్పటికీ రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించిన రైతులు ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నారు. చాలామంది కళ్ళలో ఎదురు చూస్తున్నారు. కొనుగోలు సెంటర్లలో చలికి గజగజ వణుకుతూ అక్కడ ఎప్పుడు మా ధాన్యాన్ని కొనుగోలు చేస్తారని ఎదురు చూస్తున్నారు. కొనుగోలు చేసిన ధాన్యంలో కూడా కొంత ఇబ్బంది పడుతుంది. తరుగు పేరుతో 5 నుంచి 6 కిలోలు, ఒక్కో దగ్గర 7 కిలోలు కూడా మిల్లర్లు కట్ చేస్తున్నారు. అదే మరోవైపు ఏంటంటే కొనుగోలు చేసిన ధాన్యం నిలదాటినా వారికి బిల్లులు రావట్లేదు. అంటే ఇలాంటి సమస్యలు అన్నీ ఉన్నా కానీ వీటిని పరిష్కరించకుండా దిగుబడి వస్తుంది ఒక అంచనాతోనే మేము వెళ్ళి అక్కడ పోరాటం చేయడం ఒక ఆశ్వాసంగా ఉంది, నవ్వులాటగా ఉంది. మొత్తాన్ని చూస్తుంటే లేని సమస్య పైన మేము యుద్ధం చేస్తున్నామా అనే ఒక అనుమానం మాలో ఉందనేది మాత్రం కొంతమంది లీడర్లు, ఎంపీలు మనతో మాట్లాడిన సమయంలో చెప్పిన సందర్భం ఉంది సౌమ్య.
ఓకే వెంకటరాజు.
ഫേസ് ക്യാം ഒക്കെ എങ്ങനെ വെച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്തോ അല്ലേ എല്ലാരും.
看了一下粉丝朋友们一个统计的一个圈型的一个影响，确实这个圈型太棒。
你说到了这个咱们粉丝朋友们的统计啊，我真的觉得咱们的粉丝个个都是数据分析师，
完完全全可以去了，
把那个什么整个常规赛啊。
సిద్ధాంత్ మరి ఈసారి ఇదే కాంబినేషన్ లో we are about to be introduced to Vikramaditya. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have Vikramaditya's character teaser please.
I know you.
సామాజిక బాధ్యత కింద మహబూబాబాద్ పోలీసులు గిరిజనులు, నిరుపేదలకు ఉచితంగా పోటీ పరీక్షలకు శిక్షణ అందిస్తున్నారు. సరైన శిక్షణ, గైడెన్స్ లేక జిల్లా యువత ఉద్యోగ నియామకాల్లో వెనకబడుతున్నారని భావించిన జిల్లా పోలీసు అధికారులు అన్ని పోటీ పరీక్షలకు ఉపయోగపడేలా వారికి శిక్షణ అందిస్తున్నారు. హైదరాబాద్లోని పేరున్న కోచింగ్ సెంటర్ నిపుణుల చేత బోధన చేయిస్తున్నారు. దూర ప్రాంతాల నుంచి వస్తున్న వారికి ఉచిత మధ్యాహ్న భోజనం అందిస్తున్నారని విద్యార్థులు చెబుతున్నారు. పలుసార్లు పోలీసు అధికారులు స్వయంగా పాఠాలు బోధిస్తూ స్ఫూర్తినిస్తున్నారని అంటున్నారు. 2018లోనూ శిక్షణా తరగతులు నిర్వహించగా దాదాపు 100 మంది ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగాలు సాధించారని మహబూబాబాద్ ఎస్పీ నంద్యాల కోటిరెడ్డి తెలిపారు. కార్పొరేట్ సామాజిక బాధ్యత కింద గాయత్రి గ్రానైట్స్ 2018లో శిక్షణ తరగతులకు సాయం చేశారని వెల్లడించారు. ఈసారి కూడా గ్రానైట్స్ కంపెనీలను సంప్రదించి తరగతులు నిర్వహిస్తామన్నారు.
ముందుగా నేను ఎస్పీ కోటిరెడ్డి సార్కి థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే మాలాంటి పేదవాళ్ళు సిటీకి వెళ్ళి చదువుకోవడం అంటే సామాన్య విషయం కాదు. మినిమం 50,000 నుంచి 1,00,000 వరకు ఖర్చు కావచ్చు. కానీ మా అలాంటి పేదవాళ్ళ గురించి ఆలోచించిన ఎస్పీ కోటిరెడ్డి
ఈవెంట్ ఈరోజు జరుగుతుంది. సో ప్లీజ్ ఇదంతా బందోబస్తు జరిగింది మీకోసం, మీ సెక్యూరిటీ కోసం. చివరి వరకు ఎండ్ వరకు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలంటే ప్లీజ్ మాకు మీ కోఆపరేషన్ కావాలి. ప్రభాస్ గారు, పూజా గారు అందరూ ఈ వేదిక మీద వస్తారు, మీతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఫ్యాన్స్ ప్రేమ కోసం. సో ప్లీజ్ సపోర్ట్ చేయండి. పోలీస్ బ్యారికేడ్స్ని హార్మ్ చేయకండి. ఇదంతా సెక్యూరిటీ మీకోసమే కాబట్టి ప్లీజ్ సపోర్ట్ us, ప్లీజ్ కోఆపరేట్ విత్ us. Let's enjoy this evening. Let's make it memorable. Let's make sure nobody gets hurt. All right? So as I said,
పై కసరత్తు, సంక్షేమానికి 85% స్వీయ ఆదాయం, నిధుల సమీకరణపై అధికారుల్లో డైలమా, ఖజానా భారానికి ప్రత్యామ్నాయం ఏంది? వచ్చే 7 ఏళ్లలో 1.8 లక్షల కోట్లను ఈ పథకానికి వెచ్చించడం సాధ్యమేనా? ఏం కాదు, ఇది ఉత్తదే. అది మన కేసీఆర్ కథ మీకు జరగలేదా? ఎన్నికల గండ నుంచి గట్టెక్కేందుకు సంక్షేమ పథకాలను ప్రకటిస్తున్న రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం వాటిని అమలు చేసేందుకు అపసోపాలు పడుతున్నది. హుజూరాబాద్ ఉప ఎన్నికలను దృష్టిలో ఉంచుకొని ప్రకటించిన దళిత బంధు పథకాన్ని నిధుల కొరత వెంటాడుతున్నది. ఈ పథకానికి ఏటా 20,000 కోట్లను కేటాయించనున్నట్టు సీఎం కేసీఆర్ ప్రకటించిన విషయం తెలిసిందే. వాటిని సమకూర్చుకోవడం ఎలా అనేది ఆర్థిక శాఖకు సవాల్గా మారిందట. ఇగో సంక్షేమం కోసం ప్రభుత్వం ప్రతి నెల చేస్తున్న ఖర్చు: రైతు బంధుకు 1,230 కోట్లు, రైతు బీమా 210 కోట్లు, దళిత బంధుకు 1,670 కోట్లు కావన్నట. ఈ అయితే అయ్యి ఇప్పటికే బొచ్చ చేతికి ఇచ్చిండు జనానికి.
వీడి బిచ్చం కళ్ళు ధరనే ఉన్నాడు.
మంచోళ్ళతోనే చేస్తుండు సమీక్ష అయినా కూడా. చాలా అద్భుతమైన వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు.
More than I know the players from the East region, so 100% I'm biased. I'll admit that, but that's my biased opinion. Read my comment scroll about Ghost and BTR. Ghost and BTR. Can you just ask that question again? So I'm going to answer another question. Why 6 teams from the West and 9 from the East? So 2 reasons in my opinion, right? 2 reasons in my opinion. I don't know the official reason. But PMGC East has more people. Like the amount of teams that signed up for PMGC East, the amount of players in PMGC East that have competed to get to this stage, it is most likely more than PMGC West. Okay? So because, you know, for example, if you're first place in PMGC East, you're better than 50,000 other players. Because there's, let's just say, right? For example, 50,000 other players you had to beat out. And so because you're competing against 50,000 other players or teams, you get top 9. If you get top 9, we'll give it to you. Okay? Whereas PMGC West, it's like you just need to beat out 20,000 other players or 30,000 other players. For a fact, this game is more popular in the East than the West. So there's more players, there's more competitive players, there's more teams that have signed up that you have to be better than. So that is one big reason why I think PMGC East gets 9 slots, and and also just the population in general, the Asia region. I think if you look at the stats, there's more people living in the East than the West. I might be wrong, but I think that is the case. So that's why they get 9 and the West gets 6. The second reason is I think the East, more teams that are better. I still believe the Eastern region has more top competitive level teams and it's more competitive than the West. So there's my 2 reasons for that question that was asked. Coops will feel suffocated once he enters the East lobby. Okay, I don't know if the Knights will do well in PMGC World Finals when it comes time to it, because the Knights, that team has never traveled or played at a LAN. Yeah, they've never even played at a LAN. So just being at a LAN, they could get very nervous and their performance could go to shit because they get very nervous because for the first time they're at a LAN setting. Maybe they're not comfortable with the food. Maybe they're homesick. Maybe they just, you know, they're not at home anymore. That could impact the competitive player's performance a lot. So I will say, like, if Coops does bad, I still believe right now Coops at his prime and his most comfortable position right now compared to other players playing at their prime in their most comfortable position right now, I still say Coops is the best. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying Coops will beat the Eastern regions. I'm not saying the Knights will do better than anything. So don't misunderstand what I'm saying and later come back to me and be like, yo, you said Coops was the best. How come he's not doing well? All right, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Coops is going to do better than other people once it starts, but just right now, Coops at his prime compared to the other players that I'm seeing compete at their prime and their best plays, their most clutch moments, I think Coops is better than everyone else. So sorry for the people that understand what I'm saying. I know it's probably like maybe 20% of you that don't fully get what I'm saying, and you guys are saying things, and I'm just like speaking to them. And the people that do get me, you're just having to hear me repeat myself. Anyways, I'll stop. I will not talk about Coops anymore. And that's the end of that topic.
Compared to the amount of success these particular orgs I have mentioned have had in other esports titles, you would assume that they do have, you know, a bigger support system.
Ghost and BTR are similar. They aren't simply adapting to the new meta. They were always strong in the past. However, this new aggressive fighting meta, they are both outdated. Remember? Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. I think BTR is similar to Ghost. BTR was top in their region. Actually, BTR is the exact same as Ghost. Ghost Gaming was the best in North America, for sure. BTR, like a year ago or 2 years ago, was the best in their region. And both teams just have not been able to adapt to the difference in meta and adapt to other teams getting better. That is a very, very good comparison. I 100% agree with that. Whereas Nova, what makes Nova so special was they were the best in the world early on. And I'm not going to say they're the best right now. Right now, they're first place in PMGC East. But they still look very shaky, in my opinion, this year compared to last year, okay? But Nova is one of the teams that have managed to adapt and continue to hold on to being like one of the best teams in the world. That's what makes Nova so special, and that is huge. I don't think any other esports team from other game titles have managed to be the best at the beginning of the game, and then 3 years later, 4 years later, they're still considered one of the best. Because I think in general, in a lot of esport titles and other esport games, the best team in the beginning, after just like 2 years, they'll fall off. Similar to BTR and Ghost Gaming. That's very common. What BTR is going through and what Ghost Gaming is going through, it's very common. It happens in a lot of sports. But that makes Nova extra, extra special. Did I watch the Beach Banana video? Not yet, actually. No, I did not get a chance to watch it. If I remember to after I end this stream, I'll watch it when I go to bed. Better than Cheng Si? Nobody knows about him until he got 3 MVP back-to-back and 31 kills in 5 games. I mean, alright, okay. There's a lot of cracked players. Cheng Si's currently not competing. I'm just literally referencing the players that are currently competing. But yeah, we're not going to talk on it. Can you explain the luck factors in this game? Just getting the circle. Like if you're more towards the center of the circle. Oh, he's trying to pick him up with the buggy and save him and move him. Oh, QC, bro. QC, you peaked for so long.
Jonathan reaction video, all the videos are gonna come. They're pushing up. Ooh, I think they're gonna fight this. They're forcing this. QC pushing to the warehouse now. Oh, QC. What? Who knocked the QC? Oh my god! Oh, it's falling apart! Jimmy's lost one life. 1v2 now.
他是唯一一个站立的队员了，而眼前左右两边各自有一队的处境。 让他此时此刻有些难以
Bro, this is the very first match Nova go out early.
右边的位置，如果先行打倒一个，创造1v1的机会，还有一线生机。那这个时候，我觉得 Rice 他同样的，
They're getting the revive.
此刻如果有一个多打少，他也没有必要再冒这个单挑的风险。Proud Boy 在
They cannot get the revive actually.
是被远距离打倒。居民这个时候
Oh, no, they may
面对
hit.
一颗手雷，如果这个时候能够一雷双响，
Oh,
但
damn.
对面
They moved
走
out.
还是有些快。对面已经有着3人站立的编制，而身后的 Order 也没有办法抵挡住这个。
Jimmy's like, let me 1v3 them.
现在比较难受的一个处境。
Actually, Jimmy's falling back.
他只有孤身一人，居米他面对着3人，居米他此时此刻最好还是可以先行稳住自己了。
They're pushing up.
但 Forever 做可谓是穷。
You still play PUBG? Yeah, I do still play PUBG. I play scrims. Just right now it's holiday season.
怎么办呢？居米现在已经来到了自己落车点的另一侧，他也知道在这里大概率没有空闲的载具在等着他。IP 漏了这个身位，居米会怎么选择？居米从侧面打，接住了一个下车。居米看到 IP 先行打倒一个，能补掉，眼前补1分。
Only 2 now. Come on, don't be laggy.
之后听到侧面的脚步很谨慎，是积分的上涨。补掉一个之后，听着自己的血量还
Oh, like another one?
状态不好，可以切一个红点，先用火焰去
导师 helping?
想要扶起来的
ST is actually helping Nova now.
在破门，但是是一个铁门，并不好破。
1v1.
所有的分数都已带进，这是居米创造出来的1打1的机会。在平时他是指挥，在平时他是奉献，在雨林地图他以孤身一人去探寻点位，但现在他以一己之力已经将对面拖入了与自己同样的绝境，都是只有一人。这就是居米啊，有些时候是居家的居，但也总是会提起狙击的狙，非常的漂亮。在侧面同样的 STE 也已经来到了近点。
And then STE showed up and third partied a little bit. I think that might have just happened. Will you view a part of PEL next year? Yes, I plan on watching all of PEL next year. Oh. Who is it? Mavi says that? Increased game sound? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I told.
可以看到距离并不算远，白边就在它的偏北端100多米的位置。
Except Nova doesn't help ST.
此时此刻来到了这场战斗最开始的。
Nova only thirsts ST players.
或许也在博弈。
Nova still top? Yeah, Nova still top 1.
也想来到这一处的物资地点，但其实站在 Rice 的角度，因为刚才
Jimmy's camping, just like they camped just like they camped BTR out. Jimmy taking the ones?
往前走，看到 Rice 了。
If Jimmy wants the mats, he has to finish this fire and loot all the mats so they can get some decent placement. Ooh, Dunning almost hit. 1v1. Who's winning, guys? Oh, what a nade!
很危险，居米该打药包了。Rice 这一边能判断他吧哈吗？暂时没有放弃，居米拉到了后点，来到集装箱的另一侧。 居米往前贴，他在打止痛药，虽然没有投掷物，但还可以通过其他方式来保持自己的状态。而且我们要注意，居米他换了一轮物资
They switched the positions. Right now, that guy in the warehouse.
在近点压制上面情况下
He lost the
还是有一些胜算。
position.
此刻新的危险来了，居米好像不知道 Rice 已经来到了大仓的一侧，所以此时此刻，刚才2人的角色产生了一个扭转。如果 Rice 再从大仓的方向出枪呢 ？Rice 会听到车声吗 ？Rice 还在坡的另一侧，居米的脚步还没有停下来，他在往另一个方向反向的移动。居米调转自己的车头，很危险。哎呀，最终没有办法。在这一场博弈之后，居米他已经
Honestly, if it's order can win that.
无论如何，再陷入
难切西啊。 哎，这样切也可以。
Let's go to the $10 mic caster POV.
去，把 CS 给推了，或者说直接进城。
Oh my god!
但最稳健的打法直接是把 CS 给推掉。CS 现在就分彩。
Shout out to Jimmy. That was he played it so very well. But yeah, in the end, not quite able to get the 1v3. But he does get a couple eliminations, and considering how terribly it went for them, the Kings of the Hill
Prime Berlin Sixless or Prime Coops?
by here a little early.
Prime Coops.
Map here in Miramar.
We're going to see a city finish for the first time in Miramar in quite a while. I'm here for it. Center's
Prime
outward.
Sixless was really
City
good, and
right
Sixless
in the
is still
heart
a
of
really
the
good player.
City. They're surrounded by the likes of Cryptics,
But
the Xavier on the northern edge. You have
the meta back then
628
was a
on the
little
southern
bit
hill,
different,
continuing
where I
to
think
hold their
Sixless,
ground.
could do
Stalwart on
that
the western
and do
hill
it very well and
continue to
successfully.
Reject Densis Dogma hold things out Satar and Daybot, the final two players alive.
But
They have
Prime Coops, because
hard task
Coops can do what he's doing right now, and it is getting a team
pretty good job of
into difficult fights,
themselves.
and it's getting the
They've been able
team
to join back up as a
into like a first place
one of their
position.
players was out. Depends on
Whereas
how they're gonna be
Prime
able to
Sixless
deliver
Berlin,
to
like, I
Team
mean,
Secret, the final
he
two
did the
players
best he
against
could, don't get
Dogma,
me wrong.
and even DRS who have found their way into the northern edge.
But I feel like
Yeah, this
the
is gonna
the way
be,
Coops is at his prime is more impactful and better with a good team. Whereas Sixless really, really, really shines when the rest of his team isn't as good, and he has to kind of snake and carry and be a solo player.
Very, very capable.
Whereas
player.
Coops, you wouldn't say is a solo player.
Little,
Coops is definitely carrying the fucking team,
sense tingling. Stalwart Esports above.
but he's able to put his team into like a first place position.
They have almost made their way inside.
If that makes sense. Coops' team is way better than Sixless's team.
In the distance,
Straight up, I'll say that. Sixless's team in Berlin, he had to carry really hard.
Very brave.
His team was nowhere near as good as Coops' team right now.
Is the question? No, is the answer from top? He's gonna get the first knock.
Oh, but it's clean responded by Presido. The backline, Sigton comes in, but he's going to get put under a lot of pressure. It's just one knock into the arms of Stalwart, and Nas is trying to hold things down against Pika.
May I ask your question now? Yeah, go for it, Deepak. Where's my birthplace? I was born in the US. Oh, Rico Infinity popping off. Prime Paraboy or Prime Coops? Prime Paraboy. Like I said, Paraboy is a goddamn goat. He's a fucking legend. I respect Paraboy way more than I respect Coops as far as accomplishments go. So Prime Paraboy over Prime Coops. But I will still say I think Coops is the best player in the world right now. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
From behind that rock.
And I do have to say,
Because Prime Paraboy is not Paraboy right now. Right now, I think best is Coops.
Come up that hill a little bit too easily.
But Prime Paraboy
They paid the price as Team Secret going up against
is a fucking
BTR.
legend.
Said BTR, we're going to be able to possibly gatekeep, but
I don't think Coops will ever be able to accomplish what Paraboy has accomplished, even if Paraboy is, even if Coops is better than Paraboy. If that makes sense.
Very, very messy. Team Secret. Fredo can patch himself up, which he will do indeed. Player advantage to Team Secret, but Jumper just goes in for the 1v1.
Yo, what up, BRK? Punk in the chat. Oh, no way. Yo. What's up, Punk?
They were unaware there's still another player there, and now it's Highboy versus
Yo, Punk. I did a, if you guys don't know who Punk is, I think most of you know. Yo, Punk. Hey. Hello, I hope you've been well. I saw, my viewers told me to look at Punk's gameplay like 4 months ago, and I watched his gameplay and I'm like, dude, this Punk guy is actually really good. I really like the way he plays. And I did like a little video on it. But what's up, Punk?
Comes in to take them out, and is this the start of the rise of BTR? They're down to 2 players. The circle is shifted over to the.
Do I feel like Alucard is a bit disrespected? Oh yeah, 1000%. No one ever gives credit to the IGL.
A lot of the teams outside of probably DRS.
Yeah, Alucard deserves way more respect for what he's done for the team and with the team. Alright, let's focus on the game.
That vehicle might be the end of him. Enigma Galaxy moving in, and the vehicles they're getting just whittled away one by one. If they can find a little bit of cover, if they can deploy a couple of smokes, they can get.
I hope Punk was here when I replied and said hello.
Yeah, there's still a chance for Enigma Galaxy to make
Look at this zone. Really been paying attention to all the fights. Sorry for that. You guys keep asking questions in the chat. I'm gonna ignore chat for a little bit now. And Deepak, I know you asked me if you could ask a question. Go ahead and ask it. If I miss it, just ask it again. If I see your question, I'll make sure to try and answer it before anything else. Since nothing's happening, I'm going to answer quick questions. Japanese players use a streaming platform called Mildom. M-I-L-D-O-M. I think that's their more popular streaming platform in Japan. I'm not too sure though, but I know Mildom is one of those platforms. Wish Punk luck for BGIS? Oh yeah, good luck Punk for BGIS if you're still here. Okay, alright. Action starting, circle shifted. Alright, Xavier is here with 4 players. Again. So I can't take back what I said, because I said what I said about Xavier. But they're proving me wrong here. I think Xavier has a really good chance at qualifying now. Which game is this, by the way? Are we only on the 4th game? Is there 2 more games? Is there still a Sandhawk and an Erangel? Or is this the 5th game? This is the 4th game, right? Dang. Team XO Punk also in BGIS tournament? Yeah, I know Punk is a competitor. I wish them luck. 5th? Only Erangel left? Okay. Oh, today we played 2 Miramars. Yesterday we played 2 Sandhawks. For some reason I was thinking like there's still one more Sandhawk game and then an Erangel. Okay, this is the 5th game. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, damn, is this only the 4th game? I feel like it's been a long while. I'm looking at this because they only have the last player. Dude, PMGC.
Hello guys, welcome to Big Boss OTT.
Teams, man, they have had to deal with the craziest circle shifts, the craziest zones. We do not get this in PMGC West at all. Our zones in PMGC West are pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy. Arabic stream, let's go! I'm trying to impersonate the Arabic stream right now. Oh! Oh, that grenade! Oh Lord! He's going for it! Oh no, he's trying to run away. Never mind. I thought Lord was gonna... Oh no, Lord's coming back! Interesting. Imperium. That was very interesting by Imperium. Oh my god. SDE just keeps getting grenaded. They've now got grenaded by 2 different teams. While Lord is just chilling.
Oh my god.
This is murky. This is messy. Infinity.
Lord is popping. Oh!
Looking around, they need to be careful. Starwood Esports arrest comes in right in the nick of
off right now.
Starwood Esports, they manage to kind of patch themselves together. No, top will fall.
Oh Lord.
The patch is taking place for action, and he is indeed
Lord. Let's go, Lord! Oh my god, this guy's... He's not gonna win. Oh wait! Oh my god! Oh, if he... No way! Oh. Oh, fuck. If he killed Infinity there, bro. Oh, bro. Oh, Ralph? Wait, Ralph? Lord? Ralph? Lord? Fuck. Alright. Dude. GG's Enigma Galaxy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Enigma Galaxy, bro. Mainly because they're doing really good, but they have the Arabic casters. They have made me a Enigma Galaxy fan. No cap.
Just too much. Great answer there. We say goodbye to Star Esports, 8 eliminations, Xavier, DRS, and Cryptics. We got a Mute team, the South Asian team, and a team from Vietnam. Duking it out, trying to claim that chicken dinner here on the penultimate map of the penultimate day.
Xavier has gotten hard zone bless, man. Xavier has gotten the most amount of zone blesses. This out of all the teams, Xavier, most amount of zone blesses, for sure. For sure.
Even though one of the players who made their way across the road got knocked, a revive came through. An instant nade knock onto Lazy Boys puts a lot of pressure on the Cryptics, but El Chapo turns around and gets a knock onto Rabbits.
How's El Chapo still standing? How is he still standing? Sliver, barely a millimeter of HP, and he is still getting pushed. Great work by him though, taking down Rabbits, but Rabbits has found a little bit of cover, and eventually he will be put down into the ground by DRS. Gyaldin with a perfect nade, and now the 4v3. Temporarily a 3v3 though, because Res hasn't taken place for Rabbits. And DRS? Can they steal this one away from Xavier? They have been very quiet thus far. Have DRS so in this past month in PMGC, in all honesty, and if the
You should watch and react to other casters.
it is going to be
Like, make that a YouTube video.
They've had a better day today, but indeed crowning with the chicken dinner will be a big boost to their confidence. Can't deny what the Xavier have done. Consistency so far day 2 off the back of a very volatile day 1, and the shots are coming through. Nima.
How is Nima still alive?
Frankie, it's going to be the tip of the spear here to take the fight to DRS. DRS right outside though. Smoke's eventually going to fade. Yalzin got his little broken wall to work with.
Oh, Yalzin's out. GG's. Xavier wins this.
It's going to be Duck with the finish onto one member. Second member knocked out. Neva the last man standing, and Xavier, they do not stop
GG's.
even once, and they claim a very well-deserved chicken dinner. Xavier have been, I mean, this performance in the finals has just been phenomenal.
Are points deducted if you remove outfits? I don't know the ruling on that. I just know you don't want to be naked in the game. I know the tournament organizers would not be happy if you were naked. That's all I know. I don't know what outfits are allowed. I don't know if you're able to switch outfits during the game. I don't know about the ruling on that.
ఒకటైతే మీరిలా చూడాలనే పుష్పరాజ్ ఎవతెక్కెదలే
ఉద్యోగుల విభజనలో వస్తున్న పలు అభ్యంతరాలను పరిష్కరించడానికి ప్రభుత్వం మార్గదర్శకాలు జారీ చేసింది. స్పౌస్ కేసులతో పాటు ఇతర అభ్యంతరాలను అప్పీల్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం కల్పించింది. ఉద్యోగస్తులైన భార్యాభర్తలు ఒకే చోట పనిచేసేలా స్పౌస్ కేసులను ప్రభుత్వం పరిశీలించనుంది. కొత్త జోనల్ విధానానికి అనుగుణంగా చేసే కేటాయింపులపై అభ్యంతరాలు ఉంటే ఉద్యోగులు అప్పీల్ చేసుకునే అవకాశం కల్పించింది. అయితే ముందు కొత్త పోస్టింగుల్లో చేరాకే అప్పీల్కు అవకాశం ఇవ్వనుంది.
మరి అతి చిన్న వయసులో 22 నెలల్లోనే మ్యాజిక్ చేసిన యంగెస్ట్ మ్యూజిషియన్ గా మరి రికార్డులకు ఎక్కాడు.
但是他目前的一个积分是能够容许他犯下一些错误，但是不能一直犯。是的，是的，因为毕竟这场。
The cool boy, yeah, that's cool.
I'm pretty sure it's okay for me to say, but I'm just not gonna say anything because I'm not sure. But I left the cat at her place because I've said before. My sister's cat lives here at my parents' place, and Zuki and that cat will fight. And then I think there's a potential flea problem here at this house. I don't think there is anymore, but because of those two reasons, I decided to just leave the cat with Saku. And Saku really loves the cat. She takes good care of the pets, the animals. So I'm like, okay, Zuki will be happy staying here. So I left Zuki with her, and now she's gotten very attached to Zuki. And I was like, what if I want to take Zuki back? And she's like, it's too late. You had your chance. I told you you could take your cat with you, but you didn't. And you left the cat here with me, so the cat is mine now. So Zuki now belongs to Saku. Like, I mean, she'll let me come. Like, she told me I could go visit her, go visit the cat whenever I want and stuff. So it's not like she's like, it's not like she's like taking him away from me and keeping him away from me, but she's gonna be keeping the cat. Do you regret not choosing a different education? Wait, what? I never. My education has nothing to do with gaming. I majored in marketing. I'm not sure what your question means. Like, are you asking me, do I regret becoming a gamer and doing this as a living? Or, I'm not sure what your question is. What happened to Queso? Oh, Queso just played terribly. I don't know. Like, Queso just played bad.
You know what I'm scared with is the fact that I don't know if you're kidding or if you actually just can't do that. Because I wasn't listening to the math you wanted me to do, so I got called midway. I was like, oh no, I actually don't know.
Can you show us the top fragger list? I don't have access to whatever the top fragger list is. I only know and see whatever they're showing on stream. Is there any chance you guys will be back together? Right now, no. Anytime soon? No. We're just friends and we talk. That's about it. Since you talk about Saku's social, I went to go check it and found lots of pictures of me on her Instagram, and it feels a bit awkward. I mean, that's just what relationships are. Everybody goes through it. You share a lot of moments together, you take pictures, you post them, and a lot of times, relationships end. I feel like 90% of relationships end. You break up. The pictures are still there. It is what it is. You could decide if you want, you delete them because it doesn't make you feel good, or you just leave it there because you're either you're not bothered too much by it. Yeah. You should make a compilation top moments. Official, you'll get how it views. Maybe, I don't know. That's not really what I feel like my strength is in terms of what type of videos I want to do. I'm not a compilation type person. Like, I know people tell me to do react videos, like react to Jonathan, react to whatever. Like, oh yeah, that will get hella views. But that's just personally not what I'm most interested in doing. So, I'm not gonna do that. What do you think about establishing your own gaming org? That will cost a shit ton of money, and from what I've heard, gaming orgs do not make, like, the owners of gaming orgs do not make money for the first, like, 3 years, 4 years or something. It's like starting up a company where you're literally just borrowing money for the first few years to get it at a point where it starts making its own money. That's a lot of businesses. I will never start a business. That shit sounds so stressful to me. I feel like I would give up so fast. Because this is very unstable. I tried but thought better of it. I mean, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, like for me, I'm in a pretty good spot, okay? I'm not going to disclose my financials with you guys. But let's just say right now I have like 3. Technically I have 2. No, I have 3 actually. I have 3 in sources of, I'm actually 4. Okay, okay. Let me list it out. Number 1. Just from casting alone this year, I have made enough money from just casting and doing analysts alone for this year to live a okay life in the US. Like, I can, with that money, I could get a very, very small apartment. I could eat foods that are like cheap, cook for myself, pay my bills. Like, just from casting alone, if I had to survive on only casting money, I will be able to survive in the US. My life would definitely not be as nice as it is now, but just from casting alone, I would be able to survive and do casting and just casting. Okay? So that's one source of income for me right now. And if I were to do casting full-time, I would probably venture out into other games too. I wouldn't just only do PUBG Mobile. A lot of professional casters, they do like 3, 4 different games, okay? So if I wanted to just only do casting as my only source of income, I could do it. I would just have to learn and network and to do more than just PUBG Mobile, and then I can increase how much money I make in a year from casting alone. So I think it's very sustainable since esports is constantly growing, and mobile esports is growing a shit ton. And I'm very lucky to be one of the first mobile people. So if I work hard and I play my cards right, I could venture into other games. So I could do this long term. To recap, the question that was asked to me is like, do I regret having this as my only field of work? And he thinks it's not very stable, like a regular job at like a company as like a, I don't know, like what are some regular jobs at companies? What are some titles? I can't even think of any right now. Like an accountant. Like being an accountant or being being a marketing person. I don't know. I don't even fucking know what regular job titles are, man. But okay, so casting is one. Number 2, YouTube. Not a lot of casters have a YouTube channel. Or if they have one, it's very, very small. But I have a YouTube channel where I do streaming. And I don't make money at all from YouTube itself. Okay, I make like very, very, very. I make like less than 1% of my money is from YouTube itself. But because I do have a YouTube channel, I get sponsorship opportunities, right? I get deals like, hey, do not just YouTube/socials. Those two are combined. But it's like, hey, make 3 social posts about this event coming up and make 1 video, and I want you to show up for this event and stream it or play in this event for 3 hours and promote this event. All of that combined, it's like we'll give you some money if you do all of this. So that's because of my YouTube combined with my socials. And like 95% of those deals are directly PUBG Mobile related. If PUBG Mobile decides to stop doing those deals, or for whatever reason they want to slow down on those deals and not use as much money, yeah, that money I'll be missing a huge chunk from that. But I don't think PUBG Mobile is going to slow down anytime soon. I think I'm still grinding and I'm making my YouTube bigger. I'm still increasing my socials. I'm a little bit slow at it, and there is a chance I might fall behind and I won't be as valuable anymore. But that in of itself is like a full-time thing I can work on and continue. So you ask me, where do I see myself in 5 years or whatever? If I work really hard this year and next year, I for sure have a future with just doing YouTube. Not like, forget casting. I can make a living off YouTube alone if I work very hard in that. So I can work very hard with casting. I can work very hard with YouTube. That's 2 things already that I could do long term, and I'm able to do both. So that's 2. A third way, so I only have 3 actually. No, I have 4. A third way of me making money is coaching. I'm getting coaching offers that are like kind of full-time coaching offers. That might only last a year though, right? Coaching is not very long term. Like if I coach a team and they don't do well, I could be fired, and that's it for my coaching for that year. Like coaching is not very long term. I will agree with that. But if I do an okay job, maybe if I get fired from that team, there's another team that wants to use me, right? So maybe I could do coaching long term. Coaching is not really a long term potential, I think, but YouTube and casting for sure is. But that's my third potential source of income, coaching. And number 4, with the extra money I have made, I'm not spending it on like buying a house. I'm not spending it on getting a car, and that's because I'm very lucky in my position. I'm able to live with my parents. My dad is letting me use his car, so I'm very lucky to be able to save that money and not have to spend it on rent, living, cars. I pay for my own gas, I pay for my own food, I pay for everything else, like my own equipment. If I need anything, I don't ask my parents for money at all. I haven't asked them for money for like the past, I don't know, 8 years. They did pay, however, for my schooling. Like they paid for everything education-wise because they really emphasize education. I'm almost done. The match is starting. But with that extra money that I've made and that I've saved up, I am learning to do investments. And right now, the big thing I'm investing in and learning how to invest is crypto and NFT gaming. Like, NFT games is going to be a big thing next year. Which, by the way, I am also thinking about potentially starting a YouTube channel up for NFT gaming because, let's just say, the companies behind NFT games...
I want sitting here viewer party with you guys, but instead you guys are gonna watch me play in the PMGC. Hopefully that's gonna happen, okay guys?
সামনে 3টা প্লেয়ার ভাই প্যারাশুটে দেখতে পাইছে পিকার প্যারাশুট স্প্রিট আছে দেখা যাক অ্যাকশনে ফেলাইতে পারে কিনা অ্যাকশনে প্যারাশুটে না প্যারাশুটে ফেলানো অনেকটা ওকে এসটি ভার্সেস নোভার একটা ফাইট হইতে পারে দুই চাইনিজ টিম
Just leave please. Jimmy, pick a border and leave. Bro, just leave. Order.
各家各找各妈，就跟幼儿园放学一样，各自来。队友能不能接一下？导师出来了，令儿打一个 pick， 哎呀，血量没赚，再打一下，学到半血，生吃也到一个侧。
Leave order. Let order leave, bro. Oh my God, leave order. Why they're fighting, bro? Throwing. Oh my God.
这样吧，作为今天。
What's this? A gift to STE? I mean, it's better. Oh yeah, I guess it's better for us to
第一场对吧？第一场比赛分不高，第4场比赛、第5场比赛分也不高。今天只不过是 NV 惯例嘛，对不对？什么惯例呢？自古以来 NV 便有着每天打3局的优良传统，就今天打满3局之后
Come on
下班了，所以就看到现在
Do they wanna go home or what, bro?
只能说是最坏的。
Let's switch to STE.
我们 PL 的战队为什么不能够在抬一手？尊重对手的最好方式就是在
They died all of a sudden. I know, right?
自己100%的实力，那只有这样才能够赢得彼此的尊重。虽然说这一波。
I think my chat is all very smart, and I like you guys a lot. We ban the trolls, or we ban the people that will say something like they're colluding, they're cheating, and they actually mean it. We keep those people, those weird people, out of my chat. But I'm pretty sure in like the other chats, with like 5,000 people watching, 6,000 people watching, or whatever, I bet there's people like thinking Nova's colluding, Nova's purposely giving points to the other Chinese team. Which game have you invested in? So I've done a lot of research, and all my money, this is not a good idea. This is not financial advice. I don't want to put all your money into one thing, but the reason why I have put all my money into one game is because I don't have the time nor the experience to research multiple games, multiple stocks, whatever, all of that stuff. That's like a whole nother full-time job in of itself, okay? And I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing casting, I'm trying to make videos, which I'm still very bad at, trying to make YouTube videos. I'm trying to do all these other things still. So I just don't have the time to diversify. Simple as that. But the game I did put my money into, I got lucky, and I met some people in the Discord. It's called Alluvium. That's the game that's about to come out. And they're actually going to make a mobile version of the game. They are actually prioritizing trying to get a mobile version of the game out too, which I think is so fucking smart, and I'm super excited for that. But the game's called Alluvium. I joined their Discord, and the people in that Discord are like very helpful people. I've joined some other NFT Discords, and you could tell if an NFT project by the type of people in it. So I joined another NFT Discord, and all it was just people spamming and saying like, yo, this project's gonna be sick, this is gonna be amazing, like, yo, this is so dope. And they're like, we're all gonna make so much money. That was like 90% of the Discord chat, okay? And I bought into the hype, but I was lucky that I was kind of like, wait a second. I showed the Discord to the friend I made in the Alluvium Discord. He looked at that. He looked at the technicals of that project, right? He looked through the white paper. All these NFT projects have a thing called a white paper. Sorry if you guys aren't interested in this, but some people in the chat are. And there's no action happening right now. Nova is 1,000% safe, by the way. Nova might not be first place, but Nova is 1,000% getting top 9, alright? I know they died early. I'll talk about that real quick. Okay, so that's that. Nothing else is happening, so I'm going to talk about the other stuff. There's a thing called a white paper that all NFT projects have. It's just basically a document that the company puts out that talks about their long-term goals. How are they going to make money with this project? What is their plan for the next 3 years? How do they plan on paying back or having the investors make their money back? All that, all the technical stuff, right? I didn't read the white paper. I just saw the project. I thought it looked super hype. I joined the Discord. Everyone's hype about it. So I was about to put money into it. And then I showed the friend that I made on the Alluvium Discord. He took a look at it. He looked at the people in the Discord chat. He looked at the white paper, and he's like, yeah, this shit looks like a scam, bro. Like, their white paper sucks. Nobody in the chat is questioning the actual things about how this project is going to make money, how this project is going to work. He was like, everybody in the chat is just riding off hype. Yeah, don't buy into this shit. It's probably going to suck ass. And they did their first drop of sales for the NFT. I didn't buy into it. I just watched what happened afterwards. Yeah, it was a total shit show. Like, I would have wasted money if I bought into it. Not only NFT, every crypto project have white paper, even Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, so cryptocurrency in general have white papers, okay? I'm still very new to this, so whatever I'm saying, don't take it for a fact. I'm like very new to this, but a lot of you guys probably are too, so hopefully you're learning some stuff. But anyways, back to Illuvium. So the Illuvium Discord though, people are like talking about, they're not talking about the hype at all, right? They're not just hyped about the game. They're excited for the game, but the Illuvium Discord is like, people are talking about how does your tokenomics work, which is how does your money work? How do you plan on giving back to your investors? They're talking about the tokenomics, like what's special about Illuvium tokenomics. They're talking about the team behind Illuvium, their experience. They're giving like updates of the game development. It's like a whole different vibe. It's like a bunch of grown-ups in the chat that are talking about a bunch of shit that I don't understand. Whereas the other NFT project, it seemed like it was a bunch of kids just being like, dude, this shit's so dope. We're going to make so much money. Yeah, let's do it, right? So it's just a whole different vibe. Anyway, so Illuvium, I met some really cool people. They taught me a lot about what Illuvium is, why they think it's going to be a good project, why they're putting their money into it. They taught me about cryptocurrency, how it works. They taught me how to buy Ethereum, how to use exchanges, how to swap it, how gas fees work, like all of this stuff. I think a lot of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. I was at that same exact point like 3 months ago, okay? I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I just knew it's smart for me to use my money and invest it in something rather than just putting it in the bank and letting it sit there. So Illuvium is a game, so I'm like, bet. I love games. I looked at the game Illuvium. This game looks fun. I'm interested. And so after that, I had to learn all the hard stuff that I had no idea anything about, and I got very lucky. I met some nice people in the Discord, and they got on calls with me. They typed out a lot of things to explain things to me. I asked a bunch of newbie questions about a lot of different things, and they were very patient. They explained everything as much as they could to me, and I'm like, okay, these guys are super dope. They believe in Illuvium. I'm not going to be anywhere near as experienced as these guys who have been doing this stuff for like the past year or something. If I have this much money to invest into stuff, I may as well put it all into Illuvium. So that's what I did. That's why I put all my money into one thing. I still think it's financial advice wise. It is way better to invest your money into different things. Don't put all your money into one thing. But that's my reasoning for putting all my money into one thing. Because if I spread it out, I probably have a less chance of coming out ahead or making money. Just blindly putting things here and there. Because like I said, my knowledge is very limited. I don't have the time to research everything like I should. So I just went off other people's research. Sorry. Which was the Illuvium people I met in Discord. How about a DAO project? I've heard of DAO projects. I'm not too familiar with what it is. I think Illuvium has a DAO. I think I've seen the word DAO thrown around in the Illuvium. I think they are a DAO, or they're set up in a way to be a DAO. Like I said, see, I still don't know. I still don't know a lot of stuff, but I know enough, and I believe in Illuvium enough, and the people I met through Illuvium are helpful enough that I feel safe and confident in putting my money into it. Zute, best advice for me is to buy high and sell low. Okay. I did fucking make that mistake, man. When I started doing stocks, I lost some money making mistakes like that. Putting everything into one thing is bad. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, you're absolutely right. Putting all your money into one thing is bad. If you don't need to do it, don't do it. But I just explained why I did mine. That's my reasoning. It's still not very good to put everything into one thing, but I believe in it. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then fuck. You know, I just lost a lot of money. Discord server link? Alright, if you guys are... Maybe I'll do a Illuvium stream one day, just for my viewers that are kind of interested. By no means the information I give you will be good enough for you to decide to put money into it. If you do want to put money into it, for sure don't come to me for that, okay? Yeah. I'll drop you guys the Illuvium Discord link real quick in the chat for the people that are interested. But yeah, okay. Fighting is starting to happen. I'm done talking about things not related to PUBG Mobile. We could go back to PUBG Mobile, which is why most of you guys are here. Sorry if you guys felt alienated or left the stream or whatever. I didn't mean to do that, but it is what I'm doing and something I'm very excited about, so I wanted to share. Alright, so STE BTR down another player. RC. So RC is another team that I feel like... So the start of this tournament, before this tournament started, I mean, the Japan region, in my opinion, is a below average region. Like, below top 8. I think they are... Yeah, okay, I already said it. They're a below average region. You get what I mean. So coming into this tournament, I had my doubts about Rejects doing well, and they've done better. This Japan team has done better than last year's Japan team. They've gotten better as a region with their PMJL. If you don't know PMJL, it's basically like PEL, but for Japan. The first place team in Japan won like $1 million, okay? Japan has a shit ton of money for PUBG Mobile. And because of that reason, they better be putting out really good teams. Now, I think RC representing Japan is definitely a big improvement from last year's Japan. But right now, they're still looking definitely like kind of like not a top tier region, right? Southeast Asia is still really strong. China is still really strong. South Asia is stronger than Japan still, I feel like. But all the games aren't over yet. Rejects is pretty close to top 9. They had some really good games. They show that they do have skill. But they're still looking a little bit iffy for me. And the only reason why I'm talking about Rejects was because I saw they lost a player. Same with BTR. But now a lot more players are dying. Yeah, I agree. I think Japan lacks strategy. I think their overall strategy of understanding how to play the game and how team fights should work, how to set up your players in each position depending on what's happening in the fight, I think they lack that. Japan still, I think, is the strongest region in terms of just raw mechanics and aim.
And the smack in the middle, you know, a couple of buildings, a couple of compounds, but primarily just open fields and some nice sloping hills. It's gonna be...
How much money does one need to survive in the US? The best way for me to answer that is I just use Google. The place I live in is very different from another city in the US, like how much it costs, how much the average salary is, all of that. If you're interested in questions or answers like that, you'll find much more accurate answers using Google.
Eliminations for the time being. They land around this area, they should know how to control it. Pressure, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Pop goes the weasel. That's fall. I think, I'm not sure. I think
Japan knows how to pew pew pew, just need to remember to put on safety. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, in a way, you could say that. How much prize pools for the East final? You can look it up on Wikipedia. I would show you after this game is over, but after this game is over, like, we're done for the day. So if you want to know how much is a prize pool, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think somebody in my chat probably knows, or some people in my chat could probably look it up real quick. But if you want to look it up yourself, you could go to Wikipedia and see what the prize pools are. Coach Reject next year? I wanted to coach Rejects. I reached out and I want to see if Rejects was interested in a coach. They told me they are not. And I wanted to coach another Japan team, but there's just too much of a language barrier. And I don't think Japan... I just get the feeling Japan doesn't really believe in coaches. Because if they really believed in coaches and like coaches could really change how a team plays, I feel like they would have, you know, reached out a little bit more to me when I was interested in coaching a Japan PMGL team. I should have tried harder though. This was the beginning of the year. I was with a Japan team, but with COVID and etc., they weren't selected as a PMGL team. All of that just kind of changed. I could have tried a lot harder and looked a lot harder to end up going to Japan and coaching a team. But at that time, I also started casting. And with just COVID limiting travel to Japan, no matter what, right, for the whole year, I kind of just stopped trying and looking for a Japan team. 1.25 for West, 392,000 for first. Prize pool's around 700,000. 1.25 for East. Okay. Okay. There's your answer. It's a lot of money.
When we look at 23 points in yesterday's 6 games, 38 in today's 5, and they have a good setup for this final game to pull off a strong performance, I'd like to see it happen. 3 eliminations.
Do you see PUBG Mobile being top game for the next year, or you think some other game will take over? I think PUBG Mobile will stay at the top. If you looked at the overall mobile earnings, PUBG Mobile right now makes... Maybe this is excluding Chinese-specific endemic games, but there was a report where they compared games like Candy Crush, they compared like all the big, super popular games all around the world, right? I think they left out the Chinese-specific app games, though. I don't know how much money those games make, but they make a shit ton too. But PUBG Mobile was #1. They are currently making the most money out of all the mobile games there is. And so because PUBG Mobile is already #1, yes, they will face challenges when other games come out, like Apex, the mobile Valorant, I don't know what they're calling it. Like, yeah, PUBG Mobile is gonna like lose some players. They're gonna lose people that spend money on the game for sure. But because PUBG Mobile is already #1, they for sure are going to want to try and keep it that way. And they will spend money to keep it that way. So I think PUBG Mobile will stay a top tier #1 game for the next 3 years or so. Confidently. Honor of Kings? Yeah, like Honor of Kings makes a shit ton. I don't think Honor of Kings was in that graph that I saw, because they left out Chinese specific games.
On confirming the elimination. He's gonna find one. What? In the meantime, Nigma just going for a mad dash through 4 teams. Why?
Yo! Modi! Yo, Arabic.
Okay, listen, I don't know why.
Arabic.
I don't know why.
We need Arabic.
You had no information. You had no information on the hill. You have a full squad up. You know. Sometimes. Yeah, but it's like sometimes
okay, so Imperium.
The devil you don't know, right? The devil they knew were Infinity. They could have gone through them.
Let me be the analyst for a change here. The
Hold on, I want to hear what they say about that play.
Was YOLO. That's literally it. They're like YOLO this. Just only live once.
Fair.
Just go for it.
Fair.
Full send. Full send. And you know what? They still have
angles on ST. I think they have angles on whoever wins between Mongolian ST and
like Imperium's like he's fine to react the way he is. I have my own opinion. That play by Nigma Galaxy. Okay, Nigma Galaxy is a top level team. Fact, okay? Like, what Nigma Galaxy just did was very calculated. It looks like a YOLO play, but in a zone like this, with the way the circle is here, Nigma Galaxy only had 2 players, right? Maybe 3. With the way the zone is, they already know a lot of positions aren't playable. And with the way this zone is, they probably got the information that whatever was right in front of them, they would not be able to stay alive and break into as a 3-man team. There was so many random teams on the edge of that circle on their side. Like, even if they took a fight with one team, chances are another team that was already around that area would shoot them, alright? So, Nigma Galaxy decided, we're going to go to the hard shift side of the circle on the way other side. Because we know in front of us we will most likely die. We know the buildings, if we crash it, most likely it is occupied by multiple different teams. We'll probably die. And if anything, we crash a building, we'll probably get third party from a team up on the hill, right? So Nigma Galaxy, it was a YOLO play, but they decided, let's go to the hard shift side of the zone on the very edge. Maybe there's a full team there, maybe there isn't, but usually on the hard shift side on the edge, there's not a strong full 4-man team there. So they took a chance, made a little bit of a YOLO play, but I think that was pretty calculated. Imperium was like, no, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not right. I don't agree with Imperium's opinion on that. And his co-caster was just like, all I gotta say is one thing, YOLO. I do kind of agree with that. That is pretty much YOLO, what Nigma Galaxy just did. But I think that was a very calculated, like, understanding of their current situation, and they decided to do that. I respect Nigma Galaxy a lot, because, okay, I'm a little bit biased, but they are doing really fucking good. They did really fucking good the league stage, and they're doing really fucking good right now. So I don't want to discredit them by saying that was a bad play, or if that was a YOLO play, or they did the wrong thing. I feel like because of the team they are, I feel like that was calculated by them. Yeah, I totally had to go on that rant because the analyst side of me got a little bit triggered. So I wanted to clear that up. I wanted to clear that up and let you guys know what I think.
Down the 2 standing members of 628, and ladies and gentlemen,
and okay, we're down to 4v4.
First action needs to patch himself, while top is going to be providing a little bit of covering fire. There we go.
Damwon Gaming got the zone. I completely just missed everything that happened because I was so busy just talking. So sorry if that bothered you.
I think they've guaranteed themselves so 10 points.
If you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it, because we rarely get to analyze something like that.
But they won the chicken dinner, and the first step is to find action. Player knocked down, 1 member low, and Damwon Gaming, they're gonna push on ahead.
Oh, dude,
Stalwart had to push in on the 6-8 because being on that direct high ground was an absolute no-go. So having that
Damwon Gaming has like a 90% chance of winning this.
Wiggle room to move around between that lower ground.
I don't care how good Stalwart Esport is. Damwon Gaming.
Yeah. This is the South Korean
the way
Damwon
is playing.
Time and time again, Blair.
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible for Damwon Gaming. Look at them just messering down Pika.
Completely eviscerated that team.